Hey everyone, it's me, Deborah J. I'm just on a roll here making a couple of videos. I'm out for a walk, an early morning walk, which I really adore. This is why I became my own boss, so I could do early morning walks. And I wanted to make a video today about how to interpret our world, okay? So this one today is more specific to people who are kind of like entrepreneurs who are getting maybe a bad review on something, or for people who are, in their work or in their jobs and they're feeling like I'm being picked on, or I got a bad report, or whatever it is, right? Essentially what I want to do is show that when your external environment is offering you feedback on something, whether it's a bad review or somebody saying something bad about you, whether it's in your private life, career, your business, whatever it is what I'm trying to say, is we can go a few different ways on this, right? Our initial reaction can be like, oh my God, I got a bad review, I got several bad reviews, I can't believe it. It means that my business is crap, my product is crap, my service is crap, whatever it is, and I'm embarrassed, and now everybody can see. So it's like somebody holding out the dirty laundry. It's like now it's a review out in public and everybody can see, and it's just confirmed my worst nightmares that I am in fact a total imposter in my life. And this is not true. It's not true. The story you're telling yourself is that that's true. But what I've learned in my own personal life, and when I use this with clients as well, it's a really beautiful perspective shifter, right? As above, so below, as within, so without. So essentially, all that's happening is our external environment is mirroring what's happening on our interior, okay? So what the heck does that mean? So does that mean that I'm a bad person? No, it means that you believe you're a bad person. It means that you believe in some way, shape or form that your product or service or business is not worthy. You believe in some way, shape or form that you either are, there's loads of different ways of looking at this. And if we were kind of coaching together, I could go through it in a more personal way. But just for the purposes of being a bit more general, what I'm basically saying is your external environment is showing you how you feel on the inside. It's not confirming that that's true. It's just that it's confirming how you feel on the inside. So if what you're doing is out of alignment, if what you're doing is like you're making a product or offering a service or whatever it is, and you're like, oh my God, I have to do this today, and you feel resentful over it, and you feel like you don't want to be doing it, or maybe it's not that you don't want to do it. You might think that it's that you don't want to do it, but maybe it's that you don't want to do it for that price, or that you don't want to do it for that person even, or whatever it is. You're kind of nearly casting a shadow over the service or product that you're offering, in that you're sending energetics and messages to the universe that I don't like what I'm doing, and I don't value what I'm doing. I don't feel valued. I don't feel worthy. I'm not getting the money I need for this, or whatever it is, right? So the universe is, all it's doing is feeding back to you. Oh, Deborah feels like she's not worthy. Let's send her a couple of reviews where she can read in more detail how unworthy she is, do you know? Or it could be a case that it's like, oh, Deborah feels like she's not worth whatever it is that she's doing. So let's send her a couple of feedback into her reviews, or like some people into her life to tell her that she's like crap at what she does and she's not worthy, right? So that's all that's happening. So the universe is literally just sending you messages to show you what's going on in your head, because your external environment is simply a mirror and reflection of your internal environment. So how can you change that? First of all, just acknowledge it. Like, it is what it is, right? Just because somebody says something about you doesn't mean that it's true, right? That's the first thing. And just because they say it in public and now everybody else can see it, or everybody else can hear it, or whatever, however it's happened for you, doesn't mean that that person is God and that everything that they say is true either, right? Chances are anybody who does a review that's bad, anybody who says bad stuff about other people, you're not the first person at the other end of that, first and foremost. Second of all, anybody who knows them knows that that's what they're like, because there's people out there and they're just begrudgers, and they're just people who like to moan and like to get free stuff and whatever. So the first thing is to just let it go. Allow it to be a signpost, and only a signpost, of showing you how you're out of alignment and how you need to get back into alignment. So literally, and also I promise you that as soon as you acknowledge what it is the universe is trying to do for you, it drops, right? So as soon as you acknowledge, okay, the reason I'm getting this review, or somebody said this to me, or the reason that this experience is happening to me is because the universe is trying to show me something, there's a sign in it, I need to figure out what the signpost is. And then when you figured it out, it literally disappears. It's the strangest thing. I've seen it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. It literally just drops its potency, and the whole thing just disappears. And if that's a review online and it's still up there, chances are you're going to get 4 or 5 really good reviews that are going to replace that, and people are not even going to see that, right? So that's the first thing, is let it be just a signpost. Acknowledge that it's a signpost and that you're now becoming consciously aware of it, and let it go and move on. And don't move on without doing the work though. So you want to go, okay, what is this trying to tell me? What did this message say to me? How did I feel when I received this message, or heard this thing, or had this thing said about me, or whatever the information was that came back to you that made you feel bad? It made you feel bad. Why did it make you feel bad? Because it confirmed something about myself that I hoped wasn't true. Okay, well now you need to shift that perspective and work on flipping that emotion and feeling. And I would say one of the quickest ways of doing this is to look back through your life, right? And look at all the things that you are now doing as an adult that you had to first do for the first time, and you probably did it really badly. Like the first time you rode a bicycle, the first time you drove a car, the first time you got a bus on your own, the first time you walked, the first time you crawled. You know, you have to understand that life is not perfect. Life is completely imperfect. And realize all of these amazing things that you've done with your life to date. You've succeeded because you're doing them now, right? And success doesn't have to mean that I did it perfectly. Success just means that you got up and you tried it again. So if you've fallen on the floor, success is getting back up and trying again, and not letting your external world dictate how you feel on the inside. Your internal world is dictating what your external world is feeling. So change your internal world first, and I promise you that your external environment will change to be the same. So I hope this has been interesting and helpful. If it has, drop me a comment below. If you want to get in contact with me, I'm on Deborah J Soul Navigation at gmail.com, Facebook and Instagram, Deborah J Soul Navigation. I'm also deborahjkelly.com is my website. If you would like to work with me for Reiki, reflexology, astrology, life path coaching, any of the above, check out my website for more information, and I shall talk to you soon.